Hey there folks, and welcome back for another Q&A session. It's been I don't know if I did one of these last week or not, but anyway, we had a few questions this week, and I will answer those. I'm going to read from my television screen over there, so please excuse me while I look over the camera here. The first question comes from G Dollar Bill. It says, why did you remove Bill Grannis from R&B? Well, I'll answer that question. We did not remove Bill Grannis from the Razor and Brush Facebook group. He left of his own accord and subsequently blocked the administrators. For what reason, I don't know. And now I do know he had sent me messages along with several other people, which I did not look at or answer. And the reason why is there was a big blow up with respect to gold dollars last week. And it just has gotten completely out of control. And it was basically kid stuff. Like, he started it, this one started it. Here you have sort of the straight razor place people, and over here with the gold dollar people, and they were both pointing fingers like kids. I already raised kids, and my 12-year-old now doesn't say he did it, he started it anymore. So I'm done with that, and I'm not going to put up with it from adults. So when these people start fighting and messaging saying he did it, I'm not listening. It's foolish, it's disgraceful, and we don't have time for that. But to answer your question, no one removed Bill or Billy T from the group. Never had a problem with Billy T either, I have to say, other than, they would bicker about the gold dollar. So no harsh feelings. I don't know why he blocked us, but he did, and, life goes on. All right, next question. Next one comes to us from CLS Shave, and it says, do you prefer the Mongoose or the Above the Tie Bamboo SE1? I prefer the Above the Tie Bamboo SE1. I don't own a Mongoose any longer. Mongoose is a good razor, but if I had to pick one of the two, I own the Above the Tie Bamboo SE1. I don't own the Mongoose. I think the Above the Tie, the craftsmanship, just the design, everything is just a home run. That's the one I prefer of the two. Thanks for your question. Next question is a little bit longer, comes to us from Craig. He said, in about 2 weeks, James at Wolfman's going to be making my razor. I'm getting the WR1SB. And he specifies the handle. I'm not sure if I want a 3 or 3.5 inch handle. It seems like a small point, but for the money I want to make sure I get the right handle. Really what it comes down to there is it's preference. If you want the 3.5 inch handle, if you like longer handles, go with that. If you don't, go ahead and get the regular size handle. If you haven't used razors with long handles, I recommend you go ahead and use his regular size offering. And he goes on to say he has an Above the Tie R1 that he finds to be a bit too aggressive, and he would like to know if anyone would be interested in trading the R1 plate for an M plate. Well, Craig, you're in luck. Email Stan at Above the Tie. I just go to his website, email him, tell him you would like to swap out that R1 plate for an M1 plate, and he will do that. And to my knowledge, he's the only one in the community or in shaving that does that he really wants his customers to be satisfied. And that's why you can buy from Stan, I think, with confidence. So shoot him an email, tell him the R1's a little aggressive, you want to switch it out for M1, and he most likely will do that for you. Thanks for your question, Craig. And for the last question, it comes to us from Mark Z, and it says, when using the Artist Club style blade, do you prefer the Feather Pro or Super? Well, that's a good question. And it depends on the razor. With the Above the Tie Bamboo SE1, I can use either one, the Pro or the Super, and either one works fine. And the difference between the two is the Super gives you a little bit more blade exposure. On the Colonial razor General, however, I prefer the Feather Super because it gives a little bit more aggressiveness, which I think is needed for me with that razor. However, I can use either blade, so it really comes down to the razor you're using and whether you want a little more blade exposure or not. All right, that's the Q&A for this week. Thanks everyone for your questions, and I hope to see you back soon. And remember, until next time, keep them up, keep them open, and follow the money to get to the truth.